morning, sports fans. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2026. You're watching Good Morning Sports Fans, hosted by yours truly, Nick Mark George, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner. But all right, so probably should do the Soundception. Why not, right? It's like you just want to make sure that there's no gotchas, there's no tricks. Oh, there we go. Got a like on the live already. Thank you, Jack. Nice, and it's crystal clear. Wow, that's amazing. All right, thought we were gonna go off the rails for a second because there was some lag on the stream itself. I was like freaking out because it's happened before where I've been like mid-show and then all of a sudden I just start looking like an 8-bit anime character and then everything goes off the rails. So I killed everything, did the restart, refresh on the computer, and we seem to be back in action. So confidence restored, show back on. It is Friday. The New York Knicks are Excuse me. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Coughing attack, internet going out, and then coming back. Imagine this was like a targeted attack to take me offline. Whew. Just when I was about to just rip the Jets for being the worst football franchise, for worst sports franchise in the 4 major American sports, then this happens. It's interesting. It's interesting coincidence, you know? All right, let me get us back online here. That was crazy. Sorry about that. Let's see. All right, here's my dash. And let's see what happens. Nice. All right. Wow. Incredible. So, this is a sports show that is hosted by yours truly every Monday, Wednesday, Friday during the dog days of summer, as I was trying to say before I was rudely taken offline by a nefarious actor. Who knows who that was or what that was. I'm actually located in a weird spot when it comes to internet. Sometimes it's like spotty. So maybe it was just one of those freak occurrences. But this is a show that is thrice weekly. Monday, Wednesday, Friday during the dog days of summer. So probably like another week or so of this. And then once we get to the other side of Labor Day, we'll be looking to do this every day, because we'll be back. We'll be officially back. But the show is called Good Morning Sports Fans, and every time you see my mug, we're going to start it by asking this question and then answering this question. We ask and then answer. Were the sports good? No, not really. Mixed bag. And what you're looking at right here is the big board. It is the way that we can see at a high level all the ratings that come in over the last 24 hours, all the ratings that have come in the last 24 hours on the games that were played on RateGame. Right, so RateGame has, 18 different leagues now, with the addition of these 4 international football leagues. We already had Champions League, but it was kind of a mishmash. It was me manually adding games last season, I guess you could say, for the playoffs. We started in the quarterfinals, so it wasn't a true corpus of inventory of the games that you would get for an entire Champions League season. That has changed. So we have the Champions League, we have Bundesliga, La Liga, English Premier League, which kicks off today, Serie A, and League One. So all 18 leagues, as the games are played in the last 24 hours, we will score and then relate that score to the sentiment, you know, like, were they good? Were they not good? If they were, what was good? If they weren't, what was bad? And using this little handy dandy scoring system, we can also see how many ratings we have towards our goal. So every Friday, we also get to check in on the stated goal of getting 1 million ratings on the platform. Been checking in on this a lot recently because of the little pacing down there. And I just want to make sure that it's on record that it will not take us 6.6 years to reach 1 million ratings. In fact, I think we're going to hit it next year. I think we're going to hit it next year towards the end of the year. You heard it here first. I'm willing to put my name on it. We get to 7 figs by the end of 2027. So right now we track all of this in increments of 100,000, 100K. We are about 22K away from our next 100,000. So very nice to see. And from here, the fun begins. We go back to our landing place. There we go. And then we say, okay, what's up first? Okay, Dane's drop. Yeah, so Dane's drop, come to find out when we go into Homeland over here, that the top-rated game in the last 24 hours was between the Reds and the Cardinals. Reds and the Cardinals played a game yesterday. Seems like it was in the afternoon because all the highlights that I was watching were showing this interaction happening in the outfield with the sun shining bright. So Dane's drop was interesting. There was a routine fly out. It seemed to end the game, would have ended the game. And this is what ultimately led to this game going absolutely off the walls. So Dane Myers is the outfielder for the Cincinnati Reds. And I'm going to play this clip so we can kind of set the table because Dane's drop. Look at the score here, right? So it's 5-4. This would have ended the game. Would have had a save for Burke. Fly out for Weatherholt. Not the case.
Reddy's in center. The ball is sailed to left center. Friedel shading his eyes. Myers makes the call. Myers off the ball. Pham scores. Wynn scores. And the Reds trail. That was ball game and a dropped fly ball. The Reds are down 6-5 in the ninth. Reddy's in center. The ball is sailed to left center.
Where he's coming from.
Friedel shading his eyes. Myers makes the call. Myers off the ball. Pham scores. Wynn scores. And the Reds trail. That was ball game and a dropped fly ball. The Reds are down 6-5 in the ninth. Reddy's in center.
All right, so why is that significant? Obviously, changes the game. Cardinals would go on to score 6 runs in the top of the ninth. The Reds would go on to score 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth. So it almost got really, really crazy. But the tail of the tape here and why this is really intriguing is because Dane Myers was playing left field.
The ball is sailed.
There he is. Okay, so this is the guy that ultimately winds up going for this ball. So watching this for the first time, I didn't think twice. I just thought the guy dropped the ball. However, come to find out that on this lovely platform, X, the teammate of Dane Meyer, Tommy Pham, had this to say. After somebody said, this ball's in left field, not even left center. What is going on? Right. So somebody noticed, like, why is this guy who is very far away from the ball running as fast as he possibly can to try and make this play when this guy who's positioned perfectly to make the catch should make the catch? He should just he doesn't have to run as far. He can just kind of rock right up under it, place the mitt, shield the sun, end the game. So this guy's like, what the hell's going on here? Like, why are we doing this? This ball is in left field, not even left center. What is going on? A bunch of the crying, laughing emojis, or just like crying emojis. Tommy Pham, what's going on here? What's going on is we have center fielders today who know the value of stealing catches to help their OOA numbers go up because it improves your WAR. So you have a game that is lost because the center fielder didn't want the left fielder to catch the ball because he wanted the points. So basically what I took that to mean is this guy over here, Dane's drop. The entire reason behind this is because like he's not actually trying to make a play on this because he's the person that should be making a play on it. He's making a play on it because he wants to improve his stats in the outfield, which is crazy. I didn't even know this was a thing that could help your WAR. I didn't know making a catch when you're out of position could impact your WAR, which I guess then for all the analytics and all the nerds that look at this stuff could maybe like get you a better contract or something. Crazy. Tommy Pham, man. He's such a character. Not the first time that Tommy has like been the subject of some controversy here with teammates. I remember not so long ago there was this story about him in a fantasy football league with like Mike Trout or some other Anaheim Angels or their Angels, Los Angeles Angels, I think it was, where he got in like a physical altercation over the fantasy football league. I seem to remember that. So here we have Tommy Pham spilling the beans on poor Dane Myers. And then Dane Myers, if this is true, Dane Myers making an insane decision, an insane business decision that ultimately backfires. And now they lose the game because of it. So interesting to me. All right. Up next, we have Mendoza and Mr. Buck. So everybody knows about Fernando Mendoza at this point. Just to set the table here, this kid, he's just an interesting interview. You know, he's just somebody who, when he gets on the microphone, you're going to listen because you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. You know, at this point that it's going to be extremely articulate, and he's going to say some things that you don't really ever hear from a football player when it comes to answers to pretty softball questions.
Yeah, I would say that it is tough. However, everything that is tough, you wouldn't want something to be easy. If it's tough, it's worth it, and that's why it works at the highest level. And it's great because the teammates, we rely on each other. We rely on the receivers to make the right timing, right route. The receivers rely on the quarterback to throw in the correct timing. The linemen rely on the quarterback to get it out on time. The quarterback rely on the lineman to give them that time to throw it. And then the tight end, I mean, there's so many different variables to it. And when we all rely on each other, I believe it makes us closer. And when we become one oiled unit and we have all this synergy and become a dynamic.
Become one oiled unit. Caught himself there.
Dynamic ecosystem where we're evolving together, playing on.
When we become one oiled unit and become a dynamic ecosystem. Think about that.
On time, be able to make, and then still make some off-schedule plays, but mostly playing on time, then that's what teams in this system take the next level. From your perspective.
Okay. Great answer. So then last night on Monday Night Football, preseason, obviously, so I imagine he's also just starting to get his reps in when it comes to these sideline interviews. I think as Laura Rutledge was asking him, I don't know the exact question, but here is his sign off and his salutation to the guys in the booth, who's Troy Aikman, obviously the Dallas Cowboy legend, quarterback, and then Joe Buck, who he calls Mr. Buck.
Please do. And please tell Mr. Buck I say hello.
Oh, we love it. There you go. What about Mr. Aikman?
Oh, of course. I mean, he's the legend, you know. I think Mr. Buck needs some more love because, I mean, Mr. Aikman's already, you know.
Well said, Fernando. You nailed it.
Thank you. God bless.
Back to you guys.
See, there it is. Back to Mr. Buck. That's the stuff. I mean, he is unique. And, yeah, I'll take that. We'll take the love from Fernando Mendoza. And he says all the right things. Sometimes it's very vanilla. But
very vanilla. Mr. Buck. Mendoza and Mr. Buck. I'd watch that show. That could be like a buddy cop show. Mr. Buck. Both like very straight laced, by the books. Joe Buck actually strikes me as like the same, more or less like the same type, the same personality. So it's funny that Joe Buck is saying that Mendoza is vanilla. But it's also ridiculous that he calls him Mr. Buck. Mr. Buck and Mr. Aikman. Like, look at how happy this guy is.
Please do. And please tell Mr. Buck I say hello.
Oh, we love it. There you go. What about Mr. Aikman?
Oh, of course. I mean, he's a legend, you know. I think Mr. Buck needs some more love because, I mean, Mr. Aikman's already, you know.
Well said, Fernando. You nailed it.
Thank you. God bless.
Back to you guys.
Thank you. God bless. Oh, my God, Fernando. He hasn't really, I mean, in this game he threw a pick six, which I think I actually had.
There it is. Back to Mr.
His first touchdown pass, unfortunately. Although I thought he threw one in his last preseason game. I thought he had like a 5-yard slant over the middle that he threw for 6, but this was Mendy last night versus the Texans. Can't have this in the regular season.
Ashton Genty. Play action from Mendoza, and he comes back over the middle, and he's picked off. Wood as the rookie. Mendoza trying to track him down and cannot. Pick 6.
So, got to be careful there, Fernando. You don't want to get injured in the preseason game making a tackle for a pick 6 that doesn't count. I understand that you're all effort all the time, but big picture, my man. You want to be given sideline interviews for years to come. You don't need to be sacrificing your body on the sidelines for a pick 6 in a preseason game. Might want to actually take a note out of there was also a punt return last night. And we can see what it looks like to actually make a business decision in a preseason game. Here it is.
Brilliant placements already.
Here's the other side of that. Here's when you don't make the tackle because it's preseason and because perhaps you're the punter.
Again, the hang time showcased. Cowling from the 16. Trying to get to the edge and does. Gets a block. Now down the sideline. Keeps his footing across the 40. Cowling with one to beat, and he does. He's going to go. Jacob gets a block. Now down the sideline. Keeps his foot.
It was that moment he realized, no thanks. It's preseason.
Across the 40. Cowling with one to beat, and he does. He's going to go. Jacob Cowling. House call.
Nice return. Nice business decision. Everybody wins on that play. Nobody gets hurt. Guy's got a highlight reel. Punter lives to punt another day. It's preseason. So when he needs to show Fernando Mendoza that clip, like, hey, this is how you preserve yourself and have a long career in the NFL. You don't make chase down tackles in a preseason game. All right, up next, we had the Fever and the Dallas Wings playing each other. We had a little kerfuffle between the two. I don't want to say stars of the league, but like two household names. We'll say that. Bueckers and Clark. Things get a little spicy going into halftime.
And some intensity growing here as Clark taking exception to the bump.
Kaylin's like, what the? Bueckers is like, chill, girl.
Some intensity growing here as Clark taking exception to the bump. You see Bueckers grabbing the arm of Clark, and Clark flailing the arm.
All in good fun. Wings end up winning this game, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Wings win. 91-85. Played this one at the American Airlines Center. Ogunbowale is your player of the game with 6 votes. And we have a Did You Know from Pham. Kelsey glides past Asia. Kelsey Mitchell came out of this game with a loss, but managed to set a crazy record. She now holds the record for most consecutive 20-point games in WNBA history with her 21st tonight. She breaks the record previously held by Asia Wilson. What makes this even more impressive is the streak has all been this season. Meaning Kelsey Mitchell is the only player in WNBA history to have 20 points in the single season ever. Asia's the only person. I'm so confused by this. What makes this even more impressive all season. Oh, so maybe Asia's streak was like started in one season and then finished in another. Sometimes that happens and it still counts. I think they do that with hitting streaks in baseball. But the wording there is confusing. So congrats to Kelsey Mitchell. Excuse me. And congrats to the Dallas Wings. And congrats to us for watching that spicy highlight between Caitlin and Paige.
And some intensity growing here as Clark taking exception to the bump.
That's amazing. I love that. Talk to the Fitz girl. Talk to the Pham. All right. Staying on basketball here. So we had some interesting clips coming out from, I don't know, was this secret? Was this not? I have no idea what this is, but this is like the first look at LeBron James and his new teammates, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, amongst others, playing some half-court pickup ball, I guess. Let's see.
Over, get up. Come on, play. Good. There you go, T. 5 and 1. Hey, I'm myself. Where we at? Come on, Paige. Come on, Paige. Good cut, JB. Come on. I got help yours. Right there. Oh. Good pass. Come on, Reese. Up. 3, 2, 1. Get up, baby. Right there. 1-on-1. Good move. 1-on-1. Help. Got it. 5. Box in. 4. I got help. 2, 1. Sit. Good. 3, 2, 1. Be a physical driver. Drive it. Good. Hey, throw it out. Repost. Duck him. Good. There you go. Good. Right there, Reese. Good cut. Right.
Reese. He's calling him Reese. Tyrese Maxey. It just clicked for me. I was like, who is that? Who's that? And what did he cut his hair?
Good cut.
Oh my gosh. No. He's got the cornrows. Everybody looks good in the summer, man. What can I say? Everybody looks good in the summer. Mitch Robinson has handles in the summer. Jaylen Brown has handles in the summer. What do I take from this? What do I make of this? I don't know. I thought LeBron was into golfing. I thought LeBron was all about his new YouTube golf channel. So, Nice to see. Nice to see he still cares. No, I think he's going to be extremely motivated this year. I think we're going to see the last of LeBron in terms of focus, energy, output. I think he will empty the proverbial tank down in Philly, which should make for some fantastic basketball. Opening night versus the Knicks is bound to be cinematic. Ring night for Knicks, LeBron's debut for the Sixers. Book it. I believe it's October 20th or October 21st, whenever the NBA starts back up. It's opening night. I think you have a 3 o'clock game as like the actual kickoff to the NBA this year. And then Knicks ring night is versus LeBron. And LeBron is getting a nice little summer lather in. Speaking of summer and basketball, I didn't even know this was happening, but Wemby and Joker are playing each other or played each other already. Look at this. We had a Wemby windmill last night. I had no idea this was going on. This just goes to show you how crappy of a job FIBA does of marketing their league. Like, Wemby and Jokic are playing each other right now or played each other. I had no idea.
Really helping this team. And now the turnover. Francisco, is he going to share it? Yes, he is, to Wemby. Oh, my goodness. And sharing is...
Did you know? Did you know that they were playing? Joker's like, I don't know why FIBA didn't let you know. I don't know why FIBA hides this from anybody. Because there was also like a crazy block in this one. Yeah, look at this. Like, they're like straight up doing battle here.
This is a friendly between France and Serbia here in Belgrade, and Jokic getting blocked.
This is like Clash of the Titans stuff. News to me. No idea. Had no idea. Would have liked to know. Would I have watched? No. Still would have liked to know. It's like, why are they hiding this? Because it's overseas? Is that why? No idea. No idea. Oh, this is so funny. Look at this. This is CJ Stroud pregame warm-up. Seems to be something for his eye-hand coordination, maybe? Never seen this before. Look at that. Thumbs up. Gotcha. Up, down. Very nice. Where are we at? Where are we at? Right there in the middle. Eye it out. Is it level? Right there. Perfect. It's like, okay, I want to hang this picture up right here. It's about that big. Yup. And yep, it's about that tall. Here's the center of the wall. Where's the center of the wall? Where is it? Ah, right there it is. Got it. Yeah, that'll do. Just hang it up right there. Right there. So funny. All right. What else I got for you? Oh, look at this. You ever seen a hype video for stadium? Check this out. Hype video for the Athletics' new Vegas stadium. The second truss is what they're calling it. The second truss is up. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet for a hype video for a stadium. All right. The only other thing I had here was, so ESPN, I think, is rolling out, or like soft rolling out, their new graphics package ahead of the season. Because remember, folks, they have the Super Bowl. ESPN has the Super Bowl this year. First ever Super Bowl for ESPN as a sports network. So ahead of that, they are obviously in full preparation mode, complete with a brand new graphics package, which now I think completes this full scorebug Rolodex here. So you have, see from the top down, I think the top one is CBS. I know the middle one is Fox. I know that is obviously Peacock. Then we have ESPN's new one, Texans Raiders. Then we have Thursday Night Football. And then Netflix. That's right. Netflix has games now. So, interesting. I don't hate ESPN's new scorebug. I think I got to see it for myself. I didn't watch the game last night. So I got to see what the old eye test registers there. But I've always enjoyed the Football Night in America. Yeah, I think it's the one looking right dead smack in the middle there with the Panthers and the Cardinals. Always enjoyed that one. Fox's is a little too cartoony for me, but maybe that's just me. All right, let me get back here. The other thing I wanted to say, or the other thing I wanted to shout out, was that this channel has passed 50 subs. 50 subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's been like a little over a month, so very, very cool to see that the growth is here. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody that has liked, that has subscribed, which is a perfect segue into the like and subscribe. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's behind my little banner here. Whoops. There we go. There's a little animator. Like and sub, man. Like and sub to the channel. This is what we do. The name of the game is RateGame. It's an app that I built. It's free. It's fun for sports fans of all ages. And, yeah. We will rock you. No. Just a reminder that it is free. It's fun. It's for fans of all ages. On iOS, Android, and the interwebs. Check us out. Let me know. Be back tomorrow for our regularly scheduled Saturday programming. That is Tea Time with Molly and me. Till then, folks, have a great Friday. I'll see you tomorrow.